Happy New Year. I know y'all. Happy New Year to everybody. How y'all doing on today? Every year I wake up, I bring in a New Year sleep. So I don't know what that means, y'all. Every year I be asleep on New Year's. Like I bring in a New Year's sleeping. I guess that means more vision and dreams, huh? Yeah. I was telling my kid earlier, I was like, I had a dream. I said in the dream I was driving. I said and I drove and I said for some reason I drove the truck my vehicle straight into a pool. I said, we drove into this pool of water. Water mean trouble, but it's not to the point of death. Water mean trouble, but not to the point of death. And normally, if I have this type of vision and I pray, it'll never be bad like what I originally see. So these, so this is one of those visions I can change through prayer. So I know this. So I was like, well, y'all, I guess I got to pray. I said, but I drove the truck, and one way or another, we end up in this pool of water. And I said, water mean trouble, but you ain't got to stress yourself out about death in this. Okay. So later, I don't know, we riding with my daughter, and this truck was just flying past, and he had like 8 of those porta potties. He had like 8 of them on the back of the truck. It wasn't never even tied down, and I'm right behind this truck, and it's just bawling. Next thing I know, porta potties just falling all in the streets in front of me. Like, I'm like, at this point, I'm trying to duck and dodge toilets in the street. Like, I'm ducking and dodging. My daughter, I think she a believer. Because she was like, I had just warned them, like, I'm be real careful. I said, because I didn't have this dream. And I said, and for some reason, I'm the one that's driving. See, my other vision, my daughter was the one that's driving. She ended up getting the ticket. I said, I seen you. Let me, but, yeah, so in the other vision, I had warned my daughter. I said, you was in the truck. I said, and it was just something about, I said, you was the one I seen. The next day, she ended up getting a ticket. But she ended up, even with her getting a ticket, she still had favor in this situation because she was in Mississippi. And in this process, they told her that her license was suspended. When they pulled her over, first I had a vision to warn her. I'm like, I dreamed about you, you driving, da 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 da. And she kept saying, why is me? Why I'm the one you see in the dress? I don't know, but I seen you. And then based on the dream, she said, mine, I'm so unlucky. And it was just kind of funny. Because, like, I'm just telling her what I saw. And by the end of the dream, she's like, mine, I'm unlucky. You see me? I'm like, you the one I seen. So then the next day, boom, she drives. She ended up getting a ticket in Mississippi. When they run her through, they find out her license is suspended. But the police officer said, I'm letting you go. I'm letting you go. He said, but if you get caught, they towing your vehicle. They towing, he said, but I'm going to let you go do whatever you doing out here. He said, but if you get pulled over by anybody else, your car and your vehicle and all, you finna go through a lot. But he ended up letting her go. So, and she was in Mississippi. So I'm like, you got lucky with them. That's what I told her. I said, you got real lucky with that. And I think him telling her what the process should have been, it's just her knowing that, hey, she had favor in this situation, or else she probably wouldn't even understood that him even letting her go was like just showing her favor. But so she got, so all that ended up happening. So all that ended up happening with my daughter. I had warned her the day before. I'm telling you, I see you drive, I see this, I said, I see that. I said, if I tell you something, I be extra cautious. Like, I be like, ooh, I'm make sure I don't do nothing wrong. I done personally came and told you this is what I think you out, and you in a position, and you put yourself out there like that. Like, what? Like, come on now. You got to heed to the warnings out here, y'all. So, I got her warning before about, I seen her. I was like, you was the one driving. I said, you the one I seen. And she kept saying, why I'm always the one? I said, I don't know, but you the one I seen, though. Then that day, she the one that was stuck with the ticket. That ain't funny. So she ended up getting a ticket in Mississippi. Her license was suspended. They still let her go, which was a good thing. And I was like, you still had favor in that situation. Because I said, your license suspended too. And I ain't told your vehicle, okay. I said, then you in Mississippi? Oh, woo. That's what I was telling her. So after that, I had this dream. I'm the one driving. So I'm driving the vehicle. I'm driving the vehicle, and then boom, I just drove straight into this pool of water. And water always mean trouble. It always mean trouble. So I'm dreaming and I'm driving. So I'm like, dang, I'm the one driving. But I could pray and it won't be as bad. So then later on during the week, that same week, I'm driving. We see this truck. It got like 8 powder porters. Ain't nothing tied down, nothing. And I mean, they balling. They just flying through traffic. Ain't nothing even tied down on the vehicle. Then next thing I know, like by the time they turned it to traffic, and I'm turning left into traffic behind them, powder porters is just flying off this truck everywhere, everywhere. So by this time, I'm ducking and dodging toilets in the street. Like I'm really literally like ducking and dodging, like woo. And my daughter, she was actually in the car with me, and I said, "Do you think that was my dream I had?" I said, "Cause I dreamed we just kind of drove into the house. I couldn't even describe it, but I'm thinking it's like a pool of water or something. Like I just couldn't describe this vision." I said, "You think these powder porters just dropping all out this man truck right in front of us?" I said, "You think that what this is?" But still, even with me ducking and dodging and maneuvering through that, and she witnessing it, I'm still cautious. I'm still cautious even now behind that vision I saw because I know water mean trouble. So I'm still like, even at this point, just cautious when I'm out. So I think God making a believer out of my daughter. Because, you get to a certain age, you kind of, okay, let me figure out my truth for myself. So once once they get like 18, even with me raising them up in church, they get to a certain point, they want to see what it is. And so that's kind of how my 2 middle daughters are. They just like trying to see how it is, find their own truth, so to speak. And recently she came to me and she was just like, "Mama, I've been thinking about getting a Bible." And I was telling her about the tribulation. I was just telling her it's going to get so bad. And I'm telling her, I feel like the great tribulation is going to be so bad that I just feel like people is going to be eating each other. Like it's going to be cannibalism because the great tribulation going to be so bad. And it's just going to be like no food and stuff. People is just going to start eating each other just to live. Like I was just telling her, I feel like this great tribulation period that God speak on in the Bible, people gonna be eating each other. Like I was just like, it's gonna be bad. And I was just telling her that, God said that like his righteous people, they not gonna be witnesses to this. Like they not gonna be part of this judgment of the great tribulation. So you're gonna see a lot of good people that they're gonna leave. And in my other video I did, I had told y'all God gonna give people the option to go. So that might be that God giving people the option to go. This gonna happen before the tribulation. So you're gonna see a lot of good people go. It's gonna be just a lot of good people gonna be leaving. And then you're gonna see this tribulation, which is gonna be like this judgment. But then in my mind, I'm thinking, don't some good people still, and this just me talking, but I'm like, don't some good people gotta stay back to help guide those that are lost and lead them to God? Like, is God just gonna remove everybody that's good out here? Or is he gonna leave a few good people behind to help kind of lead the ones that's lost and try to help them find Christ in this whole process? So it's gonna be a lot of good people that leave. I don't know if he gonna in the vision I didn't have the option to go. I did not have the option to go. And so I was just thinking like, dang, if because everybody say the rapture, God pulling all his people, but I'm like, dang, if you pull all the good and you leave all the bad, it really ain't gonna be no hope for nobody. So so my mind is just like just kind of just playing it out. Like why would like logically, if you remove all the good, it won't be no hope for the bad. But if you leave a few good people behind, these few good people who God strategically leave behind making help to gather these souls, before he come. So I'm just telling my daughter a little bit about like the tribulation. And I was just telling her a little bit about, God gonna give people option to leave. When I say that, y'all, I'm tickled because I never had the option to leave, but I'm still saying God gonna give people the option to leave. Like, dang, I'm gonna be left behind, but shoot, woo. That's how I'm feeling about it. Like, woo. So I was just talking to her. She's like, "Mama, she was even saying like it makes sense." Like I was like, I just feel like people gonna be eating each other. Like it's gonna get so bad, people just gonna be eating each other out here. So She told me about, she been thinking about getting a Bible, so God been putting on her heart to, maybe get a Bible and develop her own relationship because my younger kids, I still push them. God, get your Bible. But my older kids, they're grown. So now I have to let them use their own free will to find God for themselves. So I back off and let them find God for themselves. But I instilled God in them all while they was young. And the Bible do speak on, if you teach a child the way that it should go when it grow old, it will not depart from it. So God been instilled in them. So even if they stray away, they going to go right back to God because he's already planted there. He was planted there from when I was young, raising them up in the church. Okay. Excuse me. So with all that being said, and then I feel like God is actually making a believer out of them. Because I tell them something and everything I tell them happens. It's to the point where it's like you can't, it's not a coincidence, y'all. It ain't no coincidence at this point. So I think God just make them believe because they see everything firsthand. Like no matter where we go, God just showed this favor on me. And they be with me. So and they just be like, ain't no way. And I know my daughter, she had wanted like some Chick-fil-A. So we see the manager. She just walking out getting everybody in line, like we didn't know what it was, but when she got to us, she was like, how many in your cars? I was like, she gave me one. Then she like, oh, it's another one back there. And she gave me two. And then I said, no, it's three of us. And then she ended up getting us 3 free meals for Chick-fil-A. She was just going around getting our tickets. And she was like, how many in your car? And I was like, 3. Not knowing what it was for. But she had just gave us like 3 coupons for 3 free meals from Chick-fil-A. So I told the kids, I said, well, y'all, there go some free meals if y'all want them. And y'all want these coupons. They gave us about 3 of them. I said, I should have said it was 10 in the truck. No, I ain't have no reason to lie. But I did tell the 3. I was like, it's 3 of us. And they gave us like 3 free coupons. So they got that to use whenever they feel like they wanted to eat something for free. Yeah, y'all, I'm tickled. So I think that's all I gotta say. But my 2 middle kids, it's in like God, they just believers. Like they just like it be so much stuff that work in my face. They be like, nah, mama. Like ain't no way. If I do the same exact thing, sometimes I be in traffic running lights. Like I do everything. Like, I do what I want to do, really. So I be like, look. Sometimes they have me like if I have to drive them to work if they running late or if anything going on, like somebody just pop up. I'm like, y'all want to get to work on time or not? Because y'all want to get there on time now. Y'all already know now. And they looking like, like, yeah, like, we going to get there. Don't worry. Don't worry about how we get there. We going to get there on time. If that's what y'all trying to do. Now, if y'all don't want to get there on time, y'all want to be late, let me know. But if y'all want to get there on time now, I'm finna run this light right here. That's the first thing I'm finna do. Do not do what I do, though. What you see me do. And I'm not with y'all, and I'm not in the vehicle with y'all. Don't y'all do none of what y'all see me do out here. I'm gonna do what I do to get us where we need to go, but don't you repeat and don't you dare do what you see me do. I'm tickled. So I'm gonna let y'all go. Y'all enjoy y'all New Year. Yeah, I'm tickled about the powder parties because I even would tell my oldest daughter. I'm like, we were just driving. I said, and those powder parties. I said they were just falling out the truck in front of us, like we ducking and dodging powder parties in the streets out here. And she couldn't do nothing. She was just laughing. She was just laughing the whole time. Like it was just like some Final Destination vibes for real. They Final Destination. You jump, you see a big old truck full of logs. You know what it is, don't it? When you driving out here near traffic and you see one of those tractor trailers and they got those big old tree logs on the back of it. Everybody know what it is. Ain't nobody trying to be around that kind of truck. Like, ain't nobody trying to be around no truck that got no big old logs on the back. I guarantee if anybody in traffic and it's a tractor trailer pull up beside them and they got some logs on the back of their truck, everybody gone. Ain't nobody trying to be around it. Let me stop. You know, in the movie, the trailer had that big old logs on the back. You remember one of those Final Destination? That set the whole movie off. That was the entrance for the movie. It was catastrophic in the streets behind that one trailer. They had them logs on the back. So if we driving in traffic, I could be with my kids. If we driving traffic and one of them, they like, Let me stop. So yeah, y'all, I'm gonna let y'all go. Y'all enjoy y'all day. But my kids, like they see the favor, they see like just anything, like they just be like, wow, mom. Like they say that like all day, every day. Wow, mom. Wow, mom. You know, so I think God just showed them the favor firsthand, like they seeing it. Cause you know, at a certain point, your kids they just be logical. I'm a spiritualist, but they logical. But at a certain point, some of the stuff logic ain't gonna. It's no way to explain what go on logically. Cause for one, they probably look like how everything you see and you tell us, and then within the week, everything happening just like you said and you see. Like they probably just like just baffled by some of the stuff, but they getting out of their logical mindset, and they like, nah, some of this stuff it's no coincidence. Like it's no coincidence. So yeah, y'all, I'm gonna let y'all go. Y'all enjoy y'all day. Be safe. Yeah, when I say Final Destination vibes, I think it was like the same time, like like around Christmas, like before the New Year was in. I think I posted this. It was like a couple years ago. I had parked my vehicle. I went inside the store. When I came out the store, somebody in the parking lot slammed it to my vehicle, and they slammed it to it so hard that my vehicle was like at the entrance of the door. So everybody was running inside, like, who driving this? And I was like, I already knew. I was like, dang, it's me. And then they was like, man, somebody just rammed to your truck and your vehicle is in the entrance of the store right now. So when I even walked to the front of the store, there was my vehicle. And my vehicle was parked all the way across the parking lot. Yo, it was like Final Destination vibes. And it was like near the end of the year. So now it don't surprise me, y'all. Like the little stuff that be going on, these little like, ooh, it don't really like do nothing to me. But a couple years ago at the same time, I even posted it. My whole vehicle was totaled out, and it was on the parking lot, and it wasn't nowhere near the entrance of the store at all. Like even the police were trying to figure out how did my vehicle get from where it was all the way to the front entrance of the whole store. Like nobody could figure it out. So that happened before. And then I'm driving these potter porters. I'm like, let me be cautious. Like ding ding ding, my spiritual radar. Ding 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 ding. While I'm in this traffic, let me just be extra cautious out here. So that just what I be doing in my mindset. Cause I'm like, whatever could go wrong. Like, yeah. Like it just be like the weirdest thing, like the thing that like this whatever you think cannot happen be what happened. Like at a certain point, it's like, nah, it's no way possible. No way possible. And that's what it be. So a while back, same time, I experienced my vehicle being totaled out, and I was inside the store, and my vehicle was parked all the way on the other end of the parking lot. And the way they had hit my vehicle, they totaled the whole entire vehicle off, and my vehicle was at the entrance of the whole store. Nobody vehicle but mine. When everybody was running inside the store to try to figure out who vehicle it was, I already knew. I was like, yeah, that's what I drive. Like they was looking at like, ma'am, do you drive this? Like they were going to all the people inside the store to figure out who vehicle it was. And when they came to me, it just like I knew. I was like, yeah, that's me. That's my vehicle. And they end up totaling out my entire vehicle in this process. So that happened a couple years ago, and then I'm driving my kids in my vehicle, just driving around, pot of porter just falling everywhere. And then recently, y'all, I with my daughter out of nowhere. This truck just pulled like he's finna pull into traffic, but it's not no like center lane. In both sides of the street is filled. out of nowhere, he just pulled all the way out into our traffic, which was the opposite traffic. And he just pulled out in front of me. And my daughter was screaming. Like, she like, ah! I was like, dang, wait. Like, how is he pulling out? Ain't no middle lane. Like, it's absolutely no middle lane. How he just pull out in front of us like this? God, I ain't to be with me, y'all. When I be in traffic, his angel be with me. And then with that one right there, I told my daughter, I said, did you want to get paid? I said, because I duck and dodge. I said, we ain't in the wrong now. But did you really want to get paid behind them? Because I'm like, ain't no way. I ain't know if you want to get paid or not because ain't no way. That's what I told him. Yeah, I'm with my oldest daughter. And out of nowhere, this car didn't never even stop. I'm just going in traffic. This car pulled all the way out in traffic like they finna T-bone us. And this happened like twice. I told my oldest daughter, I said, something about you. I said, whenever I'm in the car with you, it be something. It really do be like these freak accidents, like these freak accidents. I'm like, I know it's God's angel, cause it's no way. And even with my kid, all my kid was in the car when this car just pulled into traffic, right into me, finna T-bone me, right into me with my kids. It would have hit my kids because they was on the passenger side, and the car never stopped. It just drove straight into traffic. No stopping at the red, no stopping or nothing. And we like a busy intersection. And out of nowhere, as soon as I'm like going past this car, I see this car from my peripheral, my right. I'm driving straight, but I see this car finna come at us. I'm like, what was that? So it'd be like all this freak act. That's why I try to stay out the road. Because I'm like, I don't know what it is out here. My angels got me. But every time I come out here, it's just going to be something. It's gonna be something crazy that just go on out of nowhere. So, yeah, that was just a couple of incidents, but that was kind of me after I did the video about, when my vehicle was totaled out a couple of years ago, during the same exact time, and I wasn't even in my vehicle. My vehicle was parked on the parking lot, and it's all the way in the entrance of the store. And the police was like, "Where was your truck?" I was like, "It was over there." And they like, and they nobody could do the math. I'm gonna say that much. Nobody could do the math. They even had me walk to the specific parking spot that my vehicle was in, cause nobody could figure out how my vehicle ended up from this parking spot all the way into the building, all the way into the building. Like nobody could figure it out. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna let y'all go.